Hi, I'm Chris Zorzy, and I'd like to welcome you to a video version of the RRP Lead Paint How-To Guide. In 1990, we got involved in lead paint removal in the state of Massachusetts and became licensed. So for 20 years, we have done well over 1,000 lead-safe, full compliance lead jobs. And we'd like to share our 20 years of experience with you to show you how to live within the EPA regulations. And how can we do this? We would start off by showing you how to test for lead paint.
Basically, you cut into it until you have down to the base level of paint.
We'll talk to you about, should I bring in a professional lead paint inspector?
The way to go is start with the exterior, with the X-ray fluorescence, 5.7. We're looking for any surface greater than or equal to 1.0. So you know that this sash is positive already. You wouldn't even have to test the interior part of it.
How to set up for a window job.
So if you're dealing with a situation where you're just doing a sash replacement with the replacement unit from the exterior, not touching any of the interior trim, this setup right here, we went ahead and advanced and did this. Same system, put the blue tape and duct tape the plastic to it.
A kitchen renovation job, a painting job.
The point I want to make to the painters is we come in and we're going to prep this side of the trim. We're not touching the trim on the outside of this room. So it's very important to focus on this because you don't want to have to move your containment at any time. So set up on the outside.
Interior and exterior setups. How long will these setups take? How much will they cost me? What do I need for supplies? What do I need for tools? We have set all this up in a training video with a hands-on demonstration on how to conduct yourself, right down to the paperwork with all these scenarios.
We're on the inside now, and I want you just kind of get a visual of what this looks like when it's set up. You see the strapping, which you've already seen that, but what Sean and Willie had done is they've taped the plastic to the wood, and it's a complete tight seal all the way around, so there's no way dust is getting out of here. They brought the plastic down, and it meets the plastic they laid flat on the floor, and then they taped it. Okay, we have our flap here in the door, we have our S to get in and out of if we need to, but the goal of this setup is to come in here with all your tools, everything you need to do your job. Your suit, respirator, all your demolition tools, because the goal is to get in here, stay in here, demo this out. You'll have a crew on the outside, and as you're demoing, you can pass all your debris out, and the guys can wrap it outside on the drop cloth. And then when you're done, what you do is you'd clean up, you'd HEPA vac around the opening, clean up all the dust. Then you'd run the HEPA vac on the floor, clean up the dust on the floor. And then you just take a spray bottle in case any dust is sticking to the side walls. You just mist everything down. Takes a couple of minutes. Mist the floor. And then when you're done, you'll start your cleanup process. And basically, you just peel the tape off, and this thing implodes. And
one thing we want you to focus on is we have to go 10 feet from the edge of that bowl where we're working, 10 feet that way. So we covered the staircase. We have our plastic down here going 10 feet out, 10 feet out off the property. And then from that point over there, we've gone 10 feet out in that direction. But the point I want you to focus on is you can see where we've taped the plastic against the house. In some future footage, you're going to see how we nailed the plastic to the home to keep it secure. But this situation here, we're not working and walking on it, so the tape will hold it in place to catch the chips, because you don't want any chips going behind the plastic. So what we've done here, you can see we have quite a challenge to cover all these bushes. So what we've done is we'll run our plastic down under the bushes, so if any chips fall down, they're going to be trapped down in there. We're in Malden, Massachusetts. We're working on a home that is literally 4 feet between the boundary line. And what we're doing on this job is we're stripping the siding off. We're going to blow in some insulation, and then we're going to install new vinyl siding. Okay, so and you can see the tight quarters we're working in here. The guys are setting up the equipment right now, but what we're going to show you today is how to set up containment coming down from the roof line. This situation, we're not going to go into the roof, only because we installed this roof a year ago. We don't want to nail into it. So we're going to go from underneath in the rafters. We're going to give you a demonstration on how to set up and build a containment so we do not have to interfere with this neighbor next door.